Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Uh-huh. Let's discuss the last topic of this class, not the course. Cash flow. Don't get confused with the unit 3, okay? That is not unit 3. We are in module 2 only. So the screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So how many participants? 24. Okay, fine. Message. Okay. So the cash flow. The next topic is cash flow. In this cash flow, we'll see some method also. Okay. So in this method of comparison, the cash flow of each alternative will be reduced to time 0 by assuming an interest rate I. Okay, just read the line. In this method of comparison, it is a cash flow is a method of comparison. You compare with the cash flow. Okay, the cash flow of each alternative will be reduced to time 0 by assuming an interest rate. So you in this analysis you assume an interest rate I. Then depending on the type of decision, the best alternative will be selected by comparing the present worth amounts of the alternative. So you take out the cost of the alternatives you will get, and you find the best alternative for your product. Okay. Now the sign of various amounts at different points in time in a cash flow diagram is to be decided based on the type of the decision problem. So there is a sign convention as you used to get in physics for concave and convex. So there is a sign convention here. So when the cost dominated there will be a flow diagram, cash flow diagram. Based on that diagram you will do the analysis. So in a cost dominated cash flow diagram, the cost will be assigned with positive. Just remember it, okay? In a cost dominated, where the cost is dominated, what you have to do, you have to assign cost as positive, and all the profit, revenue, salvage value will be assigned as negative. But if it is revenue dominated cash flow diagram, you have to do profit, revenue, salvage as positive sign, and cost outflow will be assigned as negative sign. Okay, you will understand when we'll do some numericals. So in case the decision is to select the alternative with the minimum cost, then the alternative with the least present worth amount will be selected. Again, one more thing, if you have to choose that the from the alternative that which alternative is giving me the minimum cost, then you have to select the alternative with the least present worth amount will be selected. That means the present worth of that alternative is least. Understood? If you have to select, if the alternative has least present worth, it will be the alternative which will giving us the minimum cost. On the other hand, if you have to select the alternative with maximum profit. Earlier we discussed with alternative with minimum cost, so his present value will be least. And if you have to select the alternative with the maximum profit, then we have to select the alternative with the maximum present worth. So if you go with the profit, then you have to go with the maximum present worth, and if you go with the cost, then you have to go with the least present worth. What is the present worth of that element, and that should be least. Now, basis for comparison of alternatives. So these are the following methods. In most of the practical decision environment, executives will be forced to select best alternative from a set of competing alternatives. Let us assume that an organization has a huge sum of money for potential investment, and there are three different projects whose initial outlay and annual revenues during their lives are known. The executive has to select the best alternative among these three competing projects. So suppose your company has suppose you have potential investment you have like 5 crore 3 crore rupees, and you want to invest, and before you there is three projects lying. So in which projects you will invest? So you have to see, and you know all the how much investment they have done and how much annual revenue they are getting. That means each three company how much they are investing and how much they are getting revenue each year, you have the data. Now how will you select that in on which project you want to invest? You will invest your 5 crore rupees. So there are four methods where you can get where you can easily analysis based on these methods, that where you could invest so that it can give you more and more profit. Okay, so we'll discuss only this two method. Number one is present worth method. In this method of comparison, the cash flow of each alternative will be reduced to time zero by assuming an interest rate I. Then, depending on the type of decision, the best alternative will be selected by comparing the present worth amount of the alternatives. In a cost dominated cash flow diagram, the cost flow will be assigned with positive sign and profit revenue salvage will be assigned with negative. Again, this line also, these two lines again, also we got in earlier method, that in a revenue profit dominated cash flow diagram, these will be assigned as positive sign and the cost will be assigned as negative. Okay, so this is about the present worth method. So you have to, the main important thing is that the best alternative will be selected by comparing the present worth of the alternatives. You have to select the alternative based on its present worth. How much is the present worth of that? Suppose how much, you can also relate this with the valuation. How much is the valuation value of that project on the present day? Now this is the revenue dominated cash flow diagram, and it has roll number 45. Please mute yourself. Roll number 45. See the diagram. Just read the diagram, okay? If I just read out all the things, you won't understand. Just read it once. Till then, I'll take a break of 1 minute. Read, okay? Revenue dominated cash flow diagram, and there will be another cost dominated cash flow diagram. Read it. So this is basically your revenue dominated. The revenues are in all positive side. Okay. A generalized revenue dominated cash flow diagram to demonstrate the present worth method of comparison is presented in the filling. So these are all revenue R1, R2, 3. This is revenue in first year, second year, third year till. Let me log the meetings. Students are coming and going. Okay. So these are the revenues R1, R2, R3 till the year it is given. Okay. To find out the present worth of the above cash flow diagram for a given interest rate. So this is the formula for finding the present worth of any product, where you know the initial outlay and the revenue every year. How much is the investment and how much is the revenue getting after every year. So This minus P is the investment. This R1 is the revenue in the first year, and I is the interest rate. This is R2 is the revenue in the second year. RJ till then, where you can say up to which year it is asking, it is the revenue is given, plus on which year you can find out the in future year you can find out the revenue, and as is the salvage value if it is given. Now in cost dominated, you see a generalized cost-effective cash flow diagram to demonstrate the present worth method of comparison is shown in below. So it has formula. Here it is not minus P, it is the capital P, and the formula is little bit same. Just that it won't have 1 by this. Formula is bit same. Just remember the formula. See this example. An alpha industry is given. An alpha industry has been set up. It is planning to expand its production operation. So if it is producing 50,000, so it is trying to expand to a 1 lakh production. So it has identified three different technologies. So it has three different technologies, 1, 2, and 3, whose initial outlay, revenue, and life is given to you. Okay, so it is asking you to select the best technology which is to be implemented based on the present worth method method of comparison, assuming 20% interest rate compounded annually. So I is 20%. So just write all the givens. Initial outlay was for technology 1 is 12 lakh, annual revenue is 4 lakh, interest rate is 20%, and life of this technology is 10 years. So this is the cash flow diagram based on revenue. All the revenues is put upwards. Okay, n will be 40. This life is given to you, that's why n will be 10, and again this is 4 lakh, and this p, that is investment, is downwards, so it is 12 lakh is then downwards. So just apply the formula, this one revenue based, so it has minus p r1 1 by 1 plus i1. So just put the values in the formula, you will get the money. So technology 1 is giving me the cost as 4,77,000. Same way for the technology 2, all just the values has changed. Formula is same. So it is giving you 5,15,500. Technology 3 is giving me 2,96,250. So technology 3 is 2 lakh. Sorry, 3 is 2 lakh. 2 is 5 lakh. And the first one was 4 lakh. Now the decision you have to make. So from the above calculation, if you see from the above calculation, it is clear that the present worth of technology 2 is the highest among all the technologies. Therefore, technology 2 is suggested for implementation to expand the production. So the present worth of the technology 2 is more and more. So so that's why it is suggesting you to go with the technology 2, because it is giving the worth of that technology is more in this. Now future worth. Now we have seen the present worth. Next we move to the, please if CR is in the group, please ask them that I won't allow. Those who left the classroom, I won't allow them. And I won't give attendance to them. Okay. Just put a message in the group that those who are trying to joining me now, try to joining this meeting now, I won't allow them. Plus, I won't give attendance. They're giving me message in my WhatsApp that they can't join. How can they join now when the class is going to end? CR, let them know. I'll allow. I allowed till I haven't locked the room. Just 5 minutes or 10 minutes back, I just locked the room. If you don't want to come to the class, don't come now. Why are you coming for just attendance? Are we wasting our time here? Going through all those notes and all? See, I let them know I won't allow, and don't ask them don't to text me each and every time. I'm not here to entertain you all the time. Okay, the next method we'll discuss in today's class only, and we'll end this class. is that in the future what method of comparison of alternatives. Those are these the methods we are discussing is all our comparison methods. Okay. The in our first method we compared the future word, sorry, present word. Now we'll see with the future word. Then the alternative with the maximum future worth of net revenue or with the minimum future worth of net cost. So if you see when the terms revenue come, it should be maximum, and when the term comes cost, it should be minimum. Obviously, you should spend less money to, but you should get more and more profit, right? That will be the best alternative for implementation. So a generalized revenue dominated cash flow diagram is all the revenue will be, see it is saying revenue dominated, so all the revenue will be upward and the investment will be downward. So again, this one in future dominated, the formula has bit difference. Remember this formula? Expenditure again, the same thing is that expenditure is assigned as negative and the revenues are assigned with positive sign. And this is the cash dominated cash flow diagram. And it has a formula of this one. Again, see the example. If you see the example, you have two options A and B. It initial investment is 0. It is represented by 0. If you see, initial investment is represented by 0. So A has minus 50 lakh, B has initial investment as minus 40 lakh. From this, after this investment, you are getting revenue at the end of each year 20 lakh, 20 lakh, 20 lakh till 4 year you are getting 20 lakh revenue in case of A, and in case of B you are getting 18 lakh of revenue at the, now I is given 18%. You have to select which alternative will be best for based on future worth method of comparison. Okay. Now see, let's start with the alternative A. They have wrote all the given. Initial investment was 50,000. Annual equivalent revenue. So all the revenues are equal. So that's why they have written annual equivalent revenue A. So it is 20 lakh. It was 50 lakh, right? 50 lakh, 20 lakh. Now I is 18% and life of alternative A is 4 years. So this is the cash flow diagram, which is revenue dominated. Use the formula. They are getting the future worth of alternative A is 7,35,000. Then for alternative B, all the givens are written. Initial investment was 45 lakh. Annual equivalent revenue is 18 lakh. Interest rate is 18% compoundly. Then list of life is 4 years same. Then for future worth, you can find out by applying the formula. So it is giving you 6,61,000. Above was 7,75,000. So as the future worth of the alternative B, sorry, the future worth of alternative A, this will be A, not B. This will be A. There are some mistakes in here. So alternative A is this much. Alternative B is, so now you have to make a decision. So which one will you take? The alternative A, which is giving more and more your sorry revenue, the worth. So in the next class we will discuss annual equivalent and other methods. Okay. Write your roll numbers in the chat box and don't leave till I take the screenshot. You can write a roll. You can you are able to this rate the classes or not.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, those who wrote their roll number, they can leave. The last roll number was okay. Calculation task we'll discuss in the next class. Okay, I'll discuss. Any confusion? Okay, the calculation part we'll discuss in the next class. We'll compare all the four methods again. Okay, or I can do that. I'll discuss the method briefly in the next class. Next class we have tomorrow, I guess. So those who have wrote their roll number, they can leave.